Cheers and welcome my friends, I'm Drak and this is a new Stellaris series with the newest DLC, Leviathans. This is episode 0, so this will only contain the species creation and the game settings, so that you can play along if you want to play a game like I set it up myself. There won't be any gameplay in here, so if you want to see that, just skip to episode 1. Episode 1 will also contain the backstory of the series and all that kind of jazz. So let's just go in. We're going to start a new game, and this is the race that I'm going to play. We're going to play the Zombie Fallen Empire. This has been a thing that I wanted to do for a long time. I'm going to play them as a collective consciousness. So this is a form of direct rule where a singular collective consciousness compromises the entire species, and the individuals of the species are merely extensions of the collective consciousness will. So the idea is that we are some sort of collective consciousness fungus, and we manage to take over the species of a fallen empire and sort of infiltrated the fallen empire. Let's just have a look into this. I'm just going to edit this so that you can see what options I picked. So for appearance, I choose these guys. The overgrown, these are on the mammalian. Yep, I'm pretty sure of that. These are the names. We are going to be species Z. These are our names. I haven't chosen a specific one. This is just fine. Then for traits, I went for industrious, because we can have our zombies work harder. The collective consciousness doesn't really care about one single guy keeling over, because they all want to him or it. We are slow breeders, because it's kind of difficult to repair all those bodies that went down during the time when we infiltrated the fallen zombie empire. We have to sort of slowly restore them into working order. We are repugnant because other people don't like zombies. We're non-adaptive because it's just very difficult to keep these guys alive. But we're very strong, mainly because we don't care too much about the damage that we do, and that's kind of fitting for the zombie theme. And then we have this stuff. I left all that fine. Oh, ruler title, collective being, heir title, male, new outlook. Do we get heirs if we are a collective consciousness? We shouldn't. We shouldn't. Let's hope that it doesn't happen. And we're going to have an alpine world. That is one of the new world types. So we're going to live on frozen worlds. The other worlds that we like are Arctic and Tundra. And we're going to go for alpine. And I think that might be just because we that makes it easier for us to sort of keep the bodies that we've taken over in a good condition. And we're going to start with a damaged Ringworld. Now, the Ringworld start is in there because I have installed a mod. I've installed Aru's Ringworld Start mod, which has been re-uploaded and sort of made available for 1.3 by Hidden Wings. I'm going to include a description, a link in the description for this mod so that you can play along. And that basically allows us to play around with these Ringworlds. A normal Ringworld has 4 habitable segments. A damaged Ringworld, like the one we're going to have, has 4 habitable segments and 1 damaged seam. Then you can also go for a destroyed one with only a single habitable one, and you can go for a super Ringworld with 12 habitable segments if you want to play around with that. So we're going to go for the damaged Ringworld and the alpine preference, and then I'm going to go. Then I went for Fallen Empire City, because that is the other thing that I want to do. I'll get to that in a little bit. We are going to be collectivists because obviously we are a collective consciousness, and we're also going to be fanatic materialists. This consciousness wants to get to the bottom of things. It wants to know everything there is to know. So that's why we are materialists. So let's go for that. That's going to be our name, Zombie Fallen Empire, and our adjective is going to be Fallen Zombie. That's going to be our thing over here, that symbol. And we're going to go for energy weapons, and I'm going to go for warp travel because I did wormhole travel in my last series and want to do something different. I can't really warm to the idea of hyperspace travel where you have sort of lines between systems. I don't like to be boxed in, so that's not a thing. And then we're gonna go for Fallen Empire ships. So why is that available to me? Because I've installed a second mod. We're only gonna go for 2 mods. That's all I have. This is gonna be originally being done by Delicious, but hasn't been updated. So Yorick from the Icarus Interstellar company has taken that over and has created the IIC Revival Extra Playable Races mod, that allows you to play as sort of robots and other stuff, and I need that for my Fallen Empire ships. It's not going to change anything game-wise, but yeah, I want the Fallen Empire ship type. So there you have it. That's our race. That is what we're going to use. Let me just save it. Yeah, already have that. Yeah, replace it. Why not? We're done here. I have unspent trade points and or ethic points. Yeah, this is sort of a suboptimal build, but it's a role-playing build. Still going to be playing on insane difficulty, but that's just how I like to roll. I think this is pretty much how these guys should look like. I only have 1 point left, but I have no trade points left, so yeah, I'm not interested in compromising my role-playing scheme. So for this setting over here, we're going to go to a huge galaxy. And I want to go for a spiral one with 4 arms. I like that. We're going to have not that many normal AI empires, but I want to have the maximum fallen empires. And then because I have the Ringworld, I also have to make it more difficult for myself. So I think we're going to give, well, let's say half of these AI empires an advanced start. So we have to be a little bit on guard. AI aggressiveness, we're going to go for high. The difficulty is going to go to insane. So no, there's no very high setting. Yeah, let's go for high AI aggressiveness. The allowed FTL method is any. That's fine. Clustered starts are fine. Advanced neighbors are fine. Endgame crises are fine. Iron Man mode is off because crashes can happen, and I don't want to lose my game. Don't want to all bet it on one save game. So yeah, there you have it. We're using 2 mods, and we have the zombie Fallen Empire species that has taken over. I hope you join me for the full Let's Play in episode 1. And for now, thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed this, leave a like, especially helpful in the first or in episode 0 of a series. And I hope you join me next time. Thanks and bye bye.